Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. A question that often comes back is how can you get the Nightwing weapons, or the Nightwing stakes, or the Escrima stakes? But at the end of the day, it's all the same question. So we have quite a few options today that we could do. We could do home is where your base is, but we will play the mission out in the street. And basically that is the mission quest that will allow you to be able to get the Nightwing weapons. So as you can see, it says go to Gotham to continue your mission. So let us do that right now. So roughly once you reach level 9, if you are mentored by Batman, you should be able to get the Nightwing stakes. Obviously, in order to be able to get the Nightwing stakes, your character must be using dual wield. And someone was asking, what happens if you are level 30 and you did not get the stakes just yet? Basically, if you're level 30, create a new character. And as you can see, by the time you reach level 9, you should be able to get the missions that will allow you to get the Nightwing stakes. Let's glide. We got rocket assisted glide, so we may as well use it. So if you are past level 30, basically create a new character, get the Nightwing stakes with your character. Make sure that your character use dual wielding so that you can get the stakes. But you will see a bit later how we can get the stakes. Basically, once we fight the evil Bane,
back in Gotham, he uses venom to fuel his immense strength and brutality. And now his gang is selling the stuff all over the East End. Venom's a short-lasting steroid, not your typical street drug. Take some samples for analysis, and get that venom off the streets.
So we're gonna have to play a few missions first, but once we reach a point where we will fight Bane, that is when we should be able to get the Nightwing stakes. That'll make a bit more sense a bit later.
You're not gonna get to this stuff.
So here we have a bunch of objectives. I could have sworn there was a side quest we could have here. I guess I was mistaken or misremembering. It happens. So let's grab the strongman. We need a few strongman that carries the boxes. So when we see them, we should probably defeat them while we can. Sometimes they take a while to spawn for some reason.
Vicky Vale exclusive. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, is a widely used symbol of Bane's followers.
So basically we have to click on the crates, but if there's enemies nearby, they're not going to let us do that. So let's get rid of them first. And I'll let us go. Oh, let's get the strongman as well.
Get into the leg.
Now let's open the crates. So we need to open the crates until we get all the samples we need, which we just got. Let's finish them off. Oh, and here's another strongman.
Get into the leg.
And this should be here, our last one.
You're not gonna get to this stuff. Protect the stash.
So let's go and complete our mission.
These samples are a weaker version of Bane's usual venom. A megasteroid like venom doesn't just build muscles. It can destroy your body. And it smells terrible, I might add.
We should have a side quest here.
This is a new sort of venom, extremely volatile and short-lived. So Bane's thugs need a constant supply to keep up their strength. See if you can find his main distribution center. And convince Bane's main distributor to find some other means of employment.
So our main mission is House of Venom, but we also have the side mission mainliner. There's no reason not to play that mission as well.
Thugs to give up their main supplier. Take out their venom injectors. They'll talk.
And also we got a shoulder as a reward, so let us equip. Actually, it's actually good. We did not have a shoulder just yet. And that's pretty much all we have. We do have an XP booster plus. We may as well use it. So let us use it right now. So basically, whenever we're going to earn XP, we'll earn some extra thanks to that XP booster plus.
Hey, you.
And here we should have a whole bunch of objectives to complete. And there's a briefing. No reason not to pick it up.
The sun is shining. Wake up with our fire and ice spiced iced coffee. It's always sunny at Sundollar.
Vicky Vale on Blaylock, the god of water. This image is used by many of Bane's more fluid fighters.
Oh, we reached level 10. The thing you saw pop very quickly was the tip telling you about the rolls. Sadly, when it happens in the middle of combat, you're clicking a whole bunch of buttons. So that's usually not a good time for a window to pop up. But normally what it tells you once you reach level 10, like you should be able to start using iconic powers. I'm very tempted to take the Batarang multi-shot. And also we could take some more acrobatic abilities, like we could take the forward flip attack. And of course, eventually we're going to be able to put some points into our stat points, but not yet. Let's go for the Iconics and the Batarang, because why not? And let's rearrange our loadout just a little bit. So let's move the Batarang from here. Decisions. Let's put it here. That should do it.
Venom rules! I smacked that like cardboard!
So the Batarang multi-shot does a little bit of damage, but the best part is that it does stun the enemies at least a little bit. And usually works on a whole bunch of enemies that are in front of your character. Let's show it to you with this guy, but I'll try to show a better example a bit later. So you can see the guy is like, got defeated. You'll try to notice that the guy, when you shoot the Batarang, it's as if he's trying to get the Batarangs off of him. And while he does that, he's not attacking you. So when you do that against a whole bunch of enemies, you can pretty much get when there's a mob of enemies that get on your back, you can pretty much get them off your back using that.
When do I get some of the pure stuff?
I'm not sure if this is one of the... Oh, yeah.
Ow, that really hurts. What gives? The Venom lab's nearby. Just don't go down. Wait. Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
So we do have a side quest here, but before we do that... Oh, there's some missions that will complete themselves on their own. There's some missions where you have to go to your journal to finish them manually. Not sure why some are like that.
Distribution system through Gotham. They've made me as a cop, but you could get through and check out those terminals for me. What do you say?
Of course we can get through. So again, in here we'll have a whole bunch of objectives. Some for our main mission and some for the side quest we just picked up. So you can see also Venom, Intent to Sell. So these are the objectives we'll complete right now. And there's also an objective that is not really listed, where we are going to destroy a whole bunch of canisters and click on a few consoles. It'll make a bit more sense when you see me do it. So here we have a group of enemies. So you can see the Batarang pretty much did stun all of them, at least for a little while.
What gives?
So here we have... Oh, there's a dog. Yeah, I didn't mean to hurt that poor little dog, but sometimes you have no choice. So there's consoles like that you have to click. And there's also, in this case, okay, we have to... If you play an evil villain, you have to click on the gas canister. If you're a hero, you have to destroy it. I played this mission so many times that sometimes I forget which is which. So you can see some more canisters. If you miss one or two, it doesn't matter. You can come back you can come back once you complete the mission. You can come back anytime into the map, or you could even leave the map and come back anytime you like. If you leave the map and come back, the enemies will reset.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
But already at this point, enemies should be an issue. So if you come back much later when you're a higher level, enemies will be no match for you. So I think we got all of these here. I think we got all of these here. So you can see another console that we have to click. Well, let's defeat the evil strongman first. And there's a few more canisters. They give a bit of a boost to some iconic abilities using artifacts. Like Heat Vision got a boost, the Wonder Woman lasso got a boost. So I'm wondering if at some point they'll give a boost to the Batarangs. Maybe someday, who knows. I didn't experiment a lot with the last batch of artifacts we got, although there's one that summons a whole bunch of rats. I have no idea how powerful it is, but it is a fun bit. You have some fun rat animation. I'm gonna try to use it with my Sandwalker character. I'll try to make a video about that when I can. And as you saw, there's also the fear gas that we have that kind of stuns the enemies for a bit. And here we have all treasure chests. There's treasure chests in a whole bunch of missions like this one. And there are feats attached to those treasure chests, and sometimes if you're lucky, you'll get a nice reward. Here we got a nice pair of gloves, so let us equip them. So here we got the little hint about the styles. Let's click on Show Me. It'll bring us to the Styles tab. And from here, you could decide to change the look of your character if you want to. Pretty sure I have a video or two about that. So here we should be done. So let us continue. So we have to take this little thing here. I did check if no canister here, so let us continue.
Looks like you could use some help.
I'm gonna break you, chump. Just like Bane broke the bat.
Poor Diego. 2 Nightwing against him. He's gonna be no match. So let us talk to our friend Diego, or actually let us capture him.
That's all.
And let us talk to Nightwing.
I thought one Bane was bad, but with Venom on the street, everyone thinks they're a backbreaker. Good to know you're out there taking care of it.
Dang, he looks tiny here. So as you can see, we still have a few consoles to click, so let us do that. And we still have a few canisters. We'll be back. So if we take a quick look around, there should be maybe one more canister. Maybe in here. Let's speed this up. When you see an investigation, I have no reason not to pick it up.
Vicky Vale exclusive. Bane's recruiters often bear the image of Kamakshli, god of the hunt.
So there we go. So we destroyed all the venom canisters. It's not just the canisters. You have to destroy the canisters and you have to click the consoles. It just mentions the canisters. It doesn't matter.
Bane kicked the venom once, but he's back on again. And the last time he was using, he broke Batman's back. So for me and Nightwing, this is personal. We're not losing anyone to Bane ever again.
So here it shows you the hint about the supercharge. Let's click on show me. So it brings you to your loadout. So
even with their distribution hub down, Venom is still out on the street. Destroy it. When Bane's hopped up thugs object, take them out and detach their venom injectors for their own good.
So we've earned our first supercharge, which is an aesthetic. It's basically a healing ability. So let's put it here, but actually in our loadout. There we go. If you're wondering why I put it there, no reason other than I guess the first time I played the game, that is where the supercharge got placed automatically by the game, and it's pretty much became a habit. By now, my muscle memory is when I need to use a supercharge, that is the button I use with pretty much any of my characters. I try to always have a supercharge, although at some point in time, with my Magneto First Class, at some point I did not have a supercharge. I would just have a loadout where I would cycle through the whole loadout without ever using a supercharge. But I usually try to have at least one supercharge with my characters, and an aesthetic is not a bad one to have. It allows you to be able to get some healing abilities if you need to. So let's get out of here. And now let's go to Cape Carmine. And we should have a side quest. I have to admit I forget. I know for villains it's usually over here. Oh, there it is for heroes.
The Falcone crime syndicate has ruined this neighborhood. These Bane thugs are an improvement, you ask me. There's some Falcone hoods just south of here. Show them we've got a hero on our side, will you?
Let's go show them.
I love this venom. I feel so strong. What are you? Get off of me!
So again, here we have a whole bunch of objectives.
We can keep your stock. Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stock.
Too excited.
The venom is mine. Oh man. Ah, fine. I don't need any help. No, don't take away the venom.
Too late.
No.
So again, we have some more canisters to break. Oh, that's what I was looking for.
Vicky Vale reporting. Meshtli, god of war, is often worn by Bane's street forces.
I feel this venom. I feel so strong. Venom's wearing off. Ah, fine. I don't need any help.
Could have sworn there was another objective. I'm probably misremembering. Or maybe they made some changes. There's a few missions where there actually was a few changes made as time went by.
Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stock. Ow, that really hurt. What gives? I love this venom. I feel so strong. Ow, that really hurt. What gives?
Ah, there we go. Could have sworn we had to capture some of the hoods.
No, don't take away the venom. Run for your life. Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stock. Don't hurt me.
So let's try to get the hoods we need.
Once I prove myself, venom, Bane, I feel so strong. Don't hurt me.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
The ghost is loose for Bane. Fine.
Venom's wearing
I don't
off.
need any help.
I love this venom.
I feel so strong.
Now I'll never get to have venom. Wait, venom is
So just 2 more. There seems to be a hood here.
Bane will give me venom too.
that really hurt.
What gives?
Now I'll never get to have venom.
Just 1 more. There it is.
Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stuff. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
So let's complete our mission.
Batman is a big believer in tough love, or just being tough. Those thugs will recover, but they'll be hurting for a while.
Bane's addicted to venom, but he's no fool. I've tracked his main stash to the Cape Carmine Lighthouse. There's an unguarded entry up top, behind the light. Nightwing's inside, but no one should try to take out Bane alone. Bane can be deadly. Believe me, I know.
So we have a little side quest
My
here.
Lighthouse is full of that disgusting venom. Just the smell makes me sick. Clear it out and I'll make it worth your while.
And we got a new headpiece, so let's equip that. That seems to be it. So let's go inside. And before we continue, I should probably check if I have a skill point or 2. Nah. Oh, I'm so sad. So I still need a few. I still need 2 dual wield abilities to purchase. We'll get that a bit later. At this point, it's not really an issue. So here we'll have against a whole bunch of objectives.
I feel so strong.
Venom's wearing off. Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
So we have a whole bunch of enemies to defeat, some canisters to destroy.
I'm taking you down for Bane. Ow! Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I could have sworn there was a little boss here. There's a duo version of this mission, so I'm probably thinking of that.
You're on our turf now.
And if you're wondering why I have multiple stun abilities, that is pretty much why. If you have one ability that is on cooldown, then you can use the other one. Let's see if I didn't forget anything. I guess not. Normally I take the stairs, but let's take a shortcut.
The ghost is loose. Ow, that really hurt.
There's probably some canisters here. There they are. Oh, level 12. Evil barrel got in the way. I forget, there might be a feat for clearing out all the enemies. So normally when you play duo, people will take a shortcut like I did. But when you're by yourself, there's no reason why you cannot clear out the entire map of enemies.
Venom's wearing off.
But usually people will take a shortcut, especially when you're in the duo. People will just jump and then they'll skip pretty much all the enemies that are in the stairs. And they'll do that at every steps. Like when we get here, you can also skip the enemies.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
Again, a little skippy skip, but we'll come back a bit. So if you want to know how to skip, that is how you do it. Again, personally, I don't recommend it. But there's a lot of players who do that, so if you're playing with a skippy skipper, you're going to want to try to keep up. So here we have another treasure chest. Again, the top feed for those chests is 1,000. So you're going to want to destroy all the chests you see. Oh, we got a new cloak. Let's see if it is... that piece is good for the style, and so is the cloak.
Once I prove myself, Bane will give me venom too.
Oh, venom's wearing off.
That really hurt. Bane says if we smash you, we can keep your stuff.
I didn't want to keep my stuff. They're so mean. So as you can see, the neural neuralizer acts as a shield, but also as an ability that does a whole bunch of damage to enemies nearby. Let us see if there's anything else we need. I guess not. Sometimes when you clear out the enemies, when you try to activate the consoles, other enemies will spawn. It did not happen this time, but it could happen sometimes.
Now.
I'll never get to have venom.
Once I prove myself, Bane will give me venom too. I'm taking you down for Bane.
I want to take us down for Bane.
Venom is supposed to make me invincible.
Ow, that really hurt. What gives?
So as you can see, there's a feed to destroy all the canisters. And I think we got everything here.
Feel the burn. I'm on fire.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Before we talk to Nightwing, let's pick this up.
Vicky Vale exclusive. Ixchli is the symbol of stone and sacrifice.
And let us talk to Nightwing. They made him pretty small. Not sure why. I have to admit, I don't recall if he's that small in every map. Sometimes some NPC seems to be smaller in certain maps.
Let's show these guys we don't need their stinking venom to beat them down.
Of course we don't need their venom. Especially the stinking one. So this is the part where once we defeat Bane, we should be able to get the Escrima stakes. So let's get this party started.
That will be a relief for you.
Nah, we're not gonna die. You're crazy, Bane.
More venom. I will deal with you later. Insecto. Ha! Ha!
Almost there. Stay on target.
I'll deal with you later, insecto.
So you can see we can choose our loot. But that's not the loot we need. But it's a nice pair of shoulders, so let us equip it. Let's see what's in the box. Decisions. Let's go for the Mayan feed style. And let us capture Bane.
I will grind your bones to dust.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a good, possibly a good thumbnail.
Good job, hero. I'll take care of Bane. Thanks for the assist.
And let us skip.
Bane's addiction is his weakness. I'll speak to Dr. Tompkins about rehab possibilities. In the meantime, he'll stay in custody. Meet Batwoman at the safe house. I'll have further missions for you soon. Batman out.
So let's collect the investigation.
Vicky Vale reporting. Xochipilli is frequently depicted by street artists.
So you can see the mission reward box there. That should be the Nightwing weapon. Let's go see Batwoman. Poor Bane. I think we should be done here. So it does mention some new instances available. If we look at the on-duty menu, what this means is that we should have access to a few other missions that we did not have access to before. And I guess not. Oh, there it is. So there's a few 4-player missions. There's Area 51 and Gorilla Island that we did not have access to. And as we go up in level, we should have access to more and more missions. And by the time we reach level 30, then we'll see all the missions we have access to, but we'll also see all the missions we don't have access to just yet. But at this point, they seem to show us only the mission we have access to. It'll make a bit more sense once we go up in level. You'll see. So let us glide back to the police station. There might be... Oh, there it is. And there's also a wanted poster we can pick up, but that's for PvP. Basically, it's for defeating player villains. Now let's go inside. So let's talk to Batwoman.
You've survived Scarecrow and Bane. I can only imagine what Gotham will throw at you next. Good to have you on the team.
Now let's go complete our mission.
Time to fix the Flashpoint paradox. The metal timeline is what I'd expect from Professor Zoom, who has conveniently gone missing. Get ready to team up with the Cyborg and Oracle from the Flashpoint world. I've got us a new ally from that world too. Batman. Same dark and brooding, but definitely a different guy under the cowl. Be careful around him.
So it shows us we have access to the episode event. So if we go again to the on-duty menu, we can dismiss that. And you can see now we have access to the Flashpoint missions, which we probably did not have access to before. And we also have access to the vault, but we'll do that next time. So this is the time, this is the point where we can actually get the Nightwing weapons. The only reason why we can get this weapon is because we are using dual wielding. If you're not using dual wielding, you will get offered another weapon choice. So here we are giving the Exobyte infused skirmish stick, but we are given that weapon because dual wielding is our weapon of choice. So when you reach this point, you have to make sure that you are using dual wielding. There's a few ways to be able to do that. Obviously, the first way is that when you choose your weapon, to choose dual wielding as a weapon. But once you reach level 10, you can choose any other weapon in your weapons. So I could have had a character that maybe used dual pistols and then decide to assign a single point to dual wield so that I could then pick up the weapon. And let's see, should we pick up some acrobatic skills? I suppose we should. So let's go for forward flip attack. So if we go to our primary weapon, we can now equip the Exobite infused Escrima sticks. So at long last, we have the official Nightwing sticks. So this is the way to be able to get the sticks. Create a character that uses dual wielding, and then when Batwoman gives you your reward, you will get the Escrima sticks as a reward. If somehow you create a character that does not use the Escrima sticks, try to put at least one skill point in Escrima sticks before you collect the reward from Batwoman, and you should have the Escrima sticks as a choice in your weapons. And if somehow you are now level 30, 40, 55, and obviously you never got the Escrima sticks, what you could do is that you could create a new character, level up your character. You saw it didn't take all that long to be able to reach the point where Batwoman gives us a reward. And from there, we should be able to get the Escrima sticks. And then you could use your replay badges to be able to purchase the Escrima sticks with other characters. If somehow you don't want to recreate a new character, then there is also the PvP vendor option. Now let's go to the PvP vendor in the Watchtower. If somehow you reach level 30, 40, 65, and you do not want to create a new character to be able to get the Escrima sticks, or you do not want to use replay badges to be able to get the Escrima sticks, then your only option will be to play some PvP and purchase the weapon from this little vendor here. And sadly, you will have to play a lot of PvP to be able to get the Nightwing sticks. Like if we take a look, so right now our character can only see the item level 97, and the Escrima sticks are item level 100. So we will have to purchase the complete PvP level 97 gear. Then we will have to purchase the complete PvP item level 98 gear, then the 99 gear, and then we will have access to the PvP 100 gear from this little vendor. And then we will be able to purchase the Escrima sticks. So the easiest way to be able to get the Escrima sticks, if your character is a high level and you did not get the sticks somehow, create a new character and get the sticks from Batwoman. That's the easiest way. And then use replay badges to purchase the Escrima sticks on your high level character. And if somehow you don't like the silver, like you can see the sticks are color locked silver. There's nothing you can do about that other than apply a material. A good material would be to use the black royal chroma material. So let's consume our materials. So here we have them equipped by default. So now we can go to our primary weapon and we can apply the material. So the black royal chroma 2 would be the option to put the Escrima sticks black. And there you go. So if you want to be able to change the color of the Escrima sticks, you're going to need a material, and the black royal chroma material is a good option for that. So next time we'll play Home is Where Your Base Is. A lot of you guys often have questions about the lairs. So next video will be a great opportunity to be able to try to answer at least some of your questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and also what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point, so if I don't answer a question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answered your question. Or click one of the videos that you see on your screen right now. Bye-bye.